So Amazon just had its biggest Prime Day ever. And I want to tell you why that concerns me. I'm not a reporter, so I'm not going to fluff. But I've been in retail companies. I've worked for multiple retail companies, and I've read hundreds of P&L statements. And the first thing an operator learns is very, very simple. The headline number can lie, but the mix never lies. Mix of what's sold. So let us take a look at the real Prime Day, not what the press is telling us. So the forecast was about $26 billion over 4 days. Day one alone did about $8.3 billion, about 5% up from last year, the single biggest online shopping day of the year. On paper, that was a phenomenal blowout, like bigger than Black Friday and Cyber Monday combined. So where did the money actually go? When you double click, you'll find that the money just went to two places. Really, just two places. One, big stuff, but on a deep discount. When Amazon cut more than 20% off electronics, people jumped. Electronics were up more than 100% versus a normal day. The premium share of electronics rose almost 50%. Apple Watches were about 30% off. Ring doorbells were about half off. So people were still willing to trade up, but only when the deal was real. Two, everyday survival items. And this kind of really surprised me. The number one seller all 4 days was a protein shake, then electrolyte packets, then trash bags, diapers, baby formula, strollers up 220%. Look at the list again, right? That's not a wish list. That's a grocery list. Now, here's the part nobody puts in the headline. The basket got smaller. Every single day, the average order value fell to about $47. Last year, it was in the middle 50s. Almost 7 out of 10 items sold for under $20. So the firm that tracks this, the company is called Numerator, said it plainly. Amazon is trailing last year. Second year in a row, the basket size has shrunk. More people showed up, each one spent less, and that is how you get a record and a problem at the same time. So what is the consumer actually telling us, right? So they're still shopping, but they're scared. It seems like the consumer sentiment hit a record low in May. The lowest reading in 74 years, right? Again, I'm not a news reporter. I'm not trying to scare here, but that's what the facts say. And yet people still spent. So then I thought about why fear, right? So when you think about prices go up next month because of tariffs, you buy today. And Amazon knows this. This is why they pulled the whole event a month early. And this is why they filled it with groceries, which was very surprising to me. You do not move your biggest sale forward and load it with paper towels when your customer feels rich. You do it when your customer feels squeezed. And one more thing, buy now, pay later, day one alone, $668 million on installments, up 8% from last year. So people are not just spending less, but they're actually borrowing to spend less, because that's a scary fact and a number. So if you run a brand or a store, here's what I would do on Monday. 1, stop celebrating the top line. Okay. Go look at your average order value. If the sales grew, but the basket shrank, you have a margin problem hiding behind a sales win. Number 2, win on value, not on vanity, right? The shopper rewarded 2 things this week: real discounts and real essentials. So if you're selling a nice to have at a full price, you're stuck in the soft middle. And this is a danger zone right now. Number 3, Watch the credit, right? So if your sales lean on buy now, pay later, you are renting demand. When the bill comes due, that demand can disappear, right? So number 4, meet them on the phone and through AI. Big change from last couple of years. Half of day one was on a mobile, and traffic from AI tools nearly doubled this year, and it converted better than other channels. And this is where our next customer is coming from, right? This is where your next customer is coming from. Get your product readable by the machines now. So here's my take. The record is real, the strain is real, and they're all the same event, right? Which is what hurts. The record built on small carts, cheaper goods, and borrowed money pulled a month early is not a victory lap. It is a flare going up. Watch the mix, not the number. Now, I want to hear from you. You're out there shopping and selling every day. Does this feel like a strong consumer to you or a tired one?